Because then you don't need to do the debate in The Matrix, by the way, because you can do that not in The Matrix.
Yeah, but you could have a really cool background scenery if you do it in The Matrix.
Right, okay, understood.
Yeah, you could do it in Socrates' castle or whatever. Like
Castle?
Socrates' castle. Is he the one that was famously poor?
A lot of them were. Most one of them.
Hello, friends, and welcome to Win Stupid Prizes, the show where we ask the questions that nobody thought were worth asking. I'm Eddie, and I am joined today by a three-piece suit, which is, of course, comprised of Alex.
Monkey D. Luffy?
Wait, hang on. I get it. Jamie.
Eddie, there are 4 suits. What are you doing? There are 4 suits.
Oh, no, I get it. Our judge this episode is Paul.
We're going arseless, chaps.
Oh, no.
You very rarely get a pun from me, but...
That's because Ben's not here.
Jesus.
Very rarely get a pun from me.
Oh, it's a fucking clean pun as
Good
well.
episode. We can't beat this.
Clean pun. Oh, man. All right. Let's release this as is. It's flawless.
Yeah, the question this week doesn't matter.
No, it does, David. That's the conceit of the show. So, Paul, what is the question this episode?
So, the question this episode is... I've managed to find this odd random thing from the 1990s, and I need some help to work out what to do with it. So, what would you do with the Matrix?
The whole Matrix.
You found the Matrix.
I haven't quite worked out. Okay, so you've got a simulatory world. I'm not saying you've got the ability to convert humans into batteries. In a really inefficient way.
What if I want to do that though?
Rats.
Wait, I can't use it to power like my electric car. That's a bit.
This is the battery Pokemon that I brought that one time. Like, wow, what a boring fucking answer I got called out for. If your answer is power your car, Jamie, turns out there's only 3 of us in this episode.
Right. Okay, serious thought. Matrix, very serious. So, I would like to pitch the idea of CompU. It's short for computer.
Okay.
You know that very famous scene in The Matrix where he's like, I can do kung fu or whatever. I know kung. You know the one. He like goes,
I know that.
and he's like, I know kung fu. And the other bit where Trinity's like, I need the flight manual for a blah 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 helicopter. Right? I'm just grabbing those.
The blah 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 helicopter.
The famous quotes from The Matrix. I can do kung fu or whatever.
Right. Learning. University.
That's where
we can compact this down. You don't need a 3 to 5 year course to do your degree. It's 6 for medicine, isn't it? Anyway, you need some time at CompU where we can get all of the training, all of the practice in, all of the learning in moments. We can, how much can we condense this down? Maybe a week? Because then you can still experience some of like the socials and stuff from university that are also important offline.
I was about to say that.
Hang on.
Like on Monday and Friday, you can do the learning, and then on Wednesday you can have your sports day where you try out the sports village.
Okay.
I guess we could put that in the Matrix as well. You can do all the sport. You can do all the socials.
So we're still charging like how much is university these days? It was $9,000 a year when I went, but it might be more than that by now.
We could go to America and we can charge whatever America charges.
Yeah.
Brilliant. I love this idea.
And you charge it for the course, but you compact it way down so that they get to like waste less time and get mainly into the job market faster.
As we know, we just need to speed run getting everyone into the job market.
Yeah.
So what sort of specific education are you thinking about here? Because
all of them.
Okay. So
all of them.
So
name and education, we got it, baby.
Like for example, sort of like I can imagine, okay, there's a certain amount of I can kind of go, okay, maths, you can maybe sort of scram into someone's brain a bit.
Yep.
I know all the numbers.
But maybe, for example, philosophy, that might be quite strange.
I think you could...
Learn all the theory of philosophy, right? You can, like, read all the books in a compressed amount of time.
Also, you know that moment when he's like, oh, I know Kung Fu, and Morpheus like, show me, and they have a fight in the Matrix. You can have a philosophical debate in the Matrix. Philosophical.
Okay.
I know Descartes.
Philosopher.
Okay, so specifically for philosophy, what you're saying is that you get everyone to cram as much nonsense about who said what, and then because then you don't need to do the debate in The Matrix, by the way, because you can do that not in The Matrix.
Yeah, but you could have a really cool background scenery if you do it in The Matrix.
Right, okay, understood.
Yeah, you could do it in Socrates' castle or whatever. Like
Castle?
Socrates' castle. Is he the one that was famously poor?
A lot of them were. Most one of them. But yes, no, you can make Socrates the final boss.
In his castle. Yeah.
Yeah, the what's the word?
Viva?
Yeah, Viva, that's it. Thank you. Yeah.
Is there a Castlevania pun in like Castlevania,
Castlevania.
So we're workshopping jokes live now.
Audience, you make this pun.
I've given you all the pieces.
It's basically, you can have the best university ever, and you can have it in the space of like a week. Wait, if you take a year out for training, that means you can learn so much if you take a whole year out for training.
Oh my god, you can learn everything.
How much can the human brain contain?
Lots of kung fu.
Like, you know,
all of Kung Fu.
You know, it says like, what is it, 10,000 hours to master something? There must be a certain point where the body goes, we need to squeeze some bits out.
We know too much Kung Fu.
I don't know if that's how the brain works. The brain is a bunch of connections, so it might be able to take way more than you expect, but yes, there will be limitations.
I can learn all of philosophy, but I will forget my PIN numbers. I also really like, you know, there's like quite a few jobs that when you start, they will be like, okay, forget everything you learned at university.
Yep. Not like, crap. That was a whole week.
But you can go back into the Matrix to unlearn things, presumably, because they can wipe people's memories as well. That's a thing that the Matrix can do.
Yeah, you just talk to Yoda.
Like, all right, go back in there and unlearn everything you learned about philosophy. It's not relevant to this job.
Well, once you've got the tech set up, you don't just have to do university courses, right? Like, they learn Kung Fu, but if there's a job that has specific training needed, they can send you to CompU.
This is true.
And then you can get the training for the job, like, compacted down as well, right? So we can
like
set it
this.
up for, it's not just the academic courses.
Yeah, you can learn plumbing and carpentry there as well.
Yeah.
At least the theory of it.
So a small question I do need to ask Jamie in this particular context is, why does he hate teachers?
Oh, yeah.
Whoa, no, we need them to build the courses.
Once.
Well, once they're built.
Then they can profit. Easy.
In a world where the Matrix is real, is there jobs?
Is there jobs?
Also, Eddie, you said at least the theory of it.
Yeah, I did.
Well, having played the hit video game Path of Neo, I know that inside those training programs, you actually experience and do the entire thing. You don't just get the information of how to do it. In the Kung Fu training program, you, like, play through, like, a classic sort of Kung Fu movie, getting to fight people, and it's just compressed in time. Like, he's actually going through training things.
Jamie, I'm so glad that you're our resident Matrix expert. What would we do without someone who had played the hit RPG Path of Neo?
Also makes the Matrix slightly existential crisisy, though, because that then you've got the thing of you have to do the 10,000 hours.
Oh,
Well, it becomes the hyperbaric time chamber, hyperbolic time chamber.
hyperbolic time chamber. DBZ ref, let's go!
But that does, I'm sure that sends you a tiny bit insane.
No, they're fine.
Yeah, but so does, like, 3 to 5 years of university.
The hyperbolic time chamber is really important for father-son bonding in Dragon Ball.
Through fighting, I assume.
Yeah, absolutely, obviously.
Yeah, but okay, so let's put Dragon Ball to one side as the meta-human beings of
New
whatever
Matrix
they
pitch.
are.
Dragon Ball hyperbolic time chamber is my Matrix pitch.
Sold.
But by the sounds of it, that's what was actually what's being pitched.
We're getting close to that right now, it's true.
Yeah, that video game may or may not be canon, but the directors of the movies were actually involved in it, so I'm going to take it as yes.
Okay.
It worked.
Sure.
All right, I like what you're spitting here, Jamie. Video games, great idea. What if the hit RPG Path of Neo was actually just the hit RPG The Matrix? Make The Matrix an RPG. This is what I'm saying. You give people stats. You give them quests. It doesn't matter if the computer's using us as batteries or whatever. I'm basically saying what The Matrix is in the movies, just gamify it. They just missed the trick there to get people to buy into it.
So basically, people just compress a button to get a stat screen, and then you've solved the problem.
Yeah, pretty much, I reckon.
But it's an RPG where the setting is like mid-90s corporate hellscape, grey world, skyscape office job.
Or are we saying we'll redo the setting?
I think potentially they've missed a trick here. You could have multiple settings. Like, you could choose which RPG you want to go into whenever you respawn, because everyone's playing on hardcore mode, I guess. But we're not doing the die in the game, die in real life thing here.
Thanks for that clarification.
Oh, you'd have to get rid of that, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So, wait, you're like, I've had enough of gallivanting across the green fields of Fantasia. Now it's time to go and level up my typewriting skills. I'm going back to the normal Matrix.
Typewriting?
Oh, yeah. Level 99 keyboard.
If that's what you want to do. Look, some people love the corporate RPG lifestyle.
I love training my keyboard to 99.
Yeah.
It's a weird choice, but people do that in The Sims, maybe?
I was thinking, like, you get a 99 keyboarding cape in RuneScape.
That'd be good.
You get a special emote that you can type.
A level 99 corporate suck-up hat for just saying yes to your boss enough.
Yeah. You get like 5 XP for saying yes, sir.
Make salary a stat.
Yeah.
See, you guys are getting it. Just gamify it.
And when you get 13 million XP, then you get the 99.
Would you not be far more excited by your job if you got XP every time you did it?
Do you get that? You know the thing from Call of Duty where when you level up, you get the sort of reload noise and airdrop noise, and then
you get
the new symbol
guitar
drops into
riff
the
and,
screen.
Oh, yeah,
yeah,
100%,
and it shows you your new gun.
Every RPG has it's like all the Skyrim little bar that pops up like one-handed to 99 or whatever it is.
Yeah, but like more metal.
But more, yeah, you can customize it, I'm sure. There's little settings. We got a few different noises. We got the Matrix, for God's sake. We can afford to get in like 5 or 6 different level up effects.
You're just in the middle of doing a podcast with friends and just speech goes up.
You're like, yo, guys, I've got a level.
The recording is ruined.
Gotta pick a new skill, one sec.
The one that more slightly worries about this for me is that I have lunch and I'm like, oh, okay, that was a bit questionable. And then in a couple of hours, my constitution stat goes up a tiny bit and it's like, okay, I'm in trouble.
Whoopsie.
No, but that's how you level constitution. So really, you know that next time you eat it, you're going to be slightly better at handling it. And that's important.
You can also just check your stat screen to see if there's an ailment from it.
Oh.
You know if you've got food poisoning because you just pop over like, oh, crap.
Yeah, but the other thing is the boss knows she's been slacking off because you haven't been gaining enough XP.
Well, if the boss can see it, boss can see the stat screen, you're screwed.
You leveled goofing off again.
Procrastination to 99. Wait a minute. But if you're good enough at procrastinating, it looks like you're still doing the job.
You need to have a higher procrastination skill than your boss's perception.
Yeah, but you have to get to a certain level before that goes through.
It's true. You have to get fired a handful of times before you can unlock the skill that is look like you're working even though you're not. That is the name of the skill. That's its full legal name. But we can do other kinds of RPG though, right?
Okay,
the Matrix is a very powerful
know?
tool. We could do a medieval fantasy world in which you have to go and fight dragons and things, or you can choose to be a blacksmith or whatever it is you want to do. Because when you die in the game, not in real life, and you get to choose a new world, you can be like, you get some initial stats and a character. Oh my god, we got to give people character creation.
We do.
Okay.
Everyone's going to look like Mike Wazowski.
Oh, is there a prestige system? Do you carry some equivalent stats over when you respawn? Like, oh, you did get to 99 procrastination, so now when you go to the fantasy one, you start with like a little bump to stealth.
Ooh, we have to be careful with this. I think that maybe there probably are some legacy options, but you got to be careful about them so we don't just like nepotism our way into capitalism again.
Oops. Everyone can carry it over.
It really depends if it's an MMO or not. Because if it's an MMO, people will be complaining about like, oh yeah, like there's so many legacy people and just pay to win, and people are just playing the easy games to get the stats, and then they go.
Pay to win still exists.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're okay with pay to win. We're not okay with legacies. Yeah.
Okay.
Massively multiplayer Matrix. Well, it already is, kind of.
The Matrix Online.
Well, no, what I mean is the actual Matrix is an MM.
Yeah, but it doesn't have stats that you can look and know when you're getting XP in, right?
Yeah, that's the important thing. Stats.
You get offered the red pill or the blue pill. Do you want to be able to see your stats or not?
You still have stats.
Yeah, you still have them.
So you've got your fantasy setting, your corporate setting, your getting eaten by xenomorph setting.
Yep, sci-fi setting.
Your post-apocalyptic setting.
Absolutely.
Farming simulator.
Your pre-apocalyptic setting.
Everyone loves steampunk, so chuck in a steampunk setting.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Yeah, no, you got a good range of things to move between lives. Yeah.
Do you have to play hardcore?
Oh, is there a separate server for just you can respawn without having to reset and just mess around?
Yeah, I think that's okay. I think we would need to be a separate server for hardcore modes, but I think you could have a softcore mode if you wanted to.
I mean, you could have a special hat that you get when you're playing hardcore mode, so everyone's like, oh yeah, they'll die in real life.
I'm going to kill this person. Yeah,
I'm going to kill this person in PvP, and then they won't respawn.
Oh, we're going to have a lot of servers. We need a lot more humans for a lot more batteries, because we need a lot more servers. Hardcore servers, softcore servers, PvP servers.
Oh, you need another server in about 10 years' time. To run Matrix Classic for all the people who remember what it was like when we launched.
Yeah, I didn't like the Burning Crusade patch, so I want to go back.
I'm gonna be honest with you, I wasn't expecting this one to get this meta. So well done, guys. Congratulations.
I think the core conceit is good though. Give people stats, they won't mind the Matrix aspect anymore.
Okay.
Truly.
I reckon that's true.
I reckon it's testable. So you mentioned RPGs, you mentioned giving people stats, you mentioned giving them adventures. I think we need to get some more profit off this, though.
Okay.
So I'm going to kind of be like, people go into an experience, but I think this experience is more akin to Squid Game, where we televise the results. And at the basic level, we've got your entry level, you're a person, you go through, you do the things, but you don't die in real life. And then, as time goes on, as people get more accustomed to the format, they're like, oh yeah, I like watching this every day. We add hardcore mode in, so if you die in the Squid Game, you die in real life. Just really
Isn't original Squid Game also hardcore mode?
Yeah, original Squid Game's hardcore mode, but that's a TV, so
you're making the Beast games in the Matrix, but hardcore that if they get kicked out because they sacrifice themselves for their team or whatever, they die.
Sure, but maybe not starring Jimmy.
I like the idea that you start with the Beast Game softcore version, and then you move it to the later you add the option for we're launching Squid Game or Matrix Games hardcore mode, in which the money is 100 times more.
Yeah, exactly. There's no criticism of society going in. It's all locked in, so you can choose whether you want to be in it or not, and there's no pressure or anything for you to opt into the hardcore mode. It's just that the money's better there, and if you want to feed your wife and children, then...
Is this just an experience you can hop into then? You don't it isn't everyone's forced into the Matrix like RPG World. It's just...
Yeah, it's just if you want to, or if your children are starving to death, maybe you want to televise that struggle on TV to get some money and maybe not die.
Okay.
No commentary here. No social commentary. No context.
Absolutely not.
Just fun and games.
Fun and games and cash prizes.
Yeah. Can you do more crazy things?
Absolutely.
So Squid Game's got simple games to it, right? Except the point is they're lethal or the money's huge, depending if you go for the real one or the fake one.
Yeah, you can fly in this one, for example.
Yeah, right. You can just do some wild games.
You can do a kung fu tournament.
Where everyone can jump off walls.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Everyone is now a pigeon and has to race across the country.
Hardcore mode, dodge these bullets.
Oh no. That's it. That was the entire round. Everyone's dead. They didn't know what was coming.
Well, so you get hardcore mode.
It is the combination scene of breakdancing come bullet dodging competition.
Yeah, actually, yes. The challengers dodge the bullets, but there's a panel of judges who judge you for how cool you look doing it. And that's how you win.
The setup and teardown time is way quicker as well. Whereas we had to wait 2 years for Squid Game Season 2, it's 2 minutes in Matrix games.
Yeah, new
You
instance.
just need someone to build it on a computer, yeah.
And yeah, the variety of games you can have is also way wider. You can do much more interesting things with it. This is just an improvement on Squid Game.
You get to play chicken, right?
But with real chickens.
But it's no. I was going to say, but you're parachuting, and it's the last person to open the parachute because we can just drop people into a skybox done, right? What I'm saying is, like, you can just do nonsense things that they don't want to do on these shows because they're either too dangerous or weird.
Really, really cheap Gary's Mod-esque games that are thrown together in seconds.
Pardon.
We are a stone's throw away from Fortnite.
Oh, yeah. Very close.
Wait, Alex, you could add stats that carry over between seasons, and then you could fight a dragon.
Hey, wait, hang on.
Wait a second. Yeah, I think
Wait a minute.
I'm trying to keep it legally distinct for trademark reasons from Eddie's idea.
Yeah, my lawyers, I got my lawyer on speed dial right now.
Oh, yeah, sorry, that was just a suggestion.
Good. Keep it that way.
So your primary reason for doing this is, so what is your sort of outside goal? So like Jamie's was education in a condensed format to get people into the workplace faster.
It also makes money.
Eddie's was subjugation of the human population, since apparently we were all in it.
Just make the Matrix more palatable was my goal, please, Paul.
Yeah, exactly.
And Alex is
We've already been subjugated.
What is yours? This feels like subjugation of the human population through dividing the masses. I feel
This is entertainment, surely.
Dividing the masses,
of course,
entertainment, making money. Everyone would love it.
Yeah, Alex is going for the sale to Netflix, I believe.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Absolutely. If we can get some of that Netflix moolah, that would be lovely.
Yeah, man.
You end up being competed against the Amazon Prime equivalent of whichever with a slightly different dodgier name and a different color branding on all of the things that are.
I think you end up doing better than the other ones because, like, you can do crazier stuff while it looks real. And then you can buy Beast games and then get Jimmy to host.
Oh, there you go. It's not just throw the ball in the cup anymore.
And all the kids would love it.
And then you can make Lunchables or whatever.
Challenge 1: eat Lunchables. That's the first challenge, and don't die.
Matrixables. Hello, frienditos. We're trying to increase the number of streams that we're doing, and so we're going to try doing Monday streams on a weekly basis for a little while. That's the plan at time of recording. Hopefully that's implemented by time of release. So that'll mean that you'll get a stream every Thursday as usual, every Monday now, and still every other Wednesday, but maybe we'll look to making them weekly as well in the future. We'll see how it goes. In case you didn't know, we stream over on Twitch at Hexagorgon Live, or you can just type hexagorgon.stream straight into your browser. Should take you straight there. There's also links in the description to make it a little easier for you. So that's twitch.tv/Hexagorgon Live every Monday, every Thursday, every other Wednesday. Hope to see you there.
Right. All of these sound stressful.
What?
All of these sound kind of too serious.
What are you
Like,
talking about?
RPG can be fun, but giant spiders terrify me.
Opt out of that.
I hate Squid Games, and even my own one's stressful. I want to chill.
Okay.
Sure.
Weird choice.
I want to turn the Matrix into a luxury vacation company where basically we offer holidays to whatever. I'm not even going to say wherever, right? Like, forget the stats. You can go and just live in the beautiful fantasy kingdom and have a wonderful time. Do you want to go to space? Do you want to go to Mars? Have a holiday to Mars. Do you want a holiday where you just, like, exist and meditate in sort of a nice, peaceful, still meditation realm? We've got everything. You can do anything.
You got a holiday to the void.
Yeah, right. I got to wrap the void a bit. I want to be able to basically take sort of the idea of sort of luxury cruises and stuff, right, where they've got it sort of all included and they take you wherever and it's all on there, except you can kind of do it anywhere because you've got physical control of the setting it's happening.
That's really cool. You can holidays anything and everything. You could be the king for a week if that's what you wanted to pay for.
Yeah, it's more than just a location, it's an entire experience, which is why I said whatever you want, not wherever you want.
Yeah, of course. Oh, I like that. And I like the implication here as well. I wonder if this is where you're headed, is you can send, if all of us were going on holiday together, we could send us each into different holidays, but because it's the Matrix, it can like keep us instanced, like a copy of us, a Matrix copy of us can be holidaying with our friends, even though our holiday is somewhere else.
Well, you could also, if you wanted to go to the same one, you could.
Like, we can send Bear off to terraform Mars, and we'll all be there, but our actual consciousness will be in a different holiday. Like, Jamie, you'll be in the void with all of us for some reason.
Yeah, just existing.
I'll be in a freezer.
Yeah, I'm going to say
yeah,
RuneScape, but that's fine too. Yeah, Paul will be hanging out with 1 million ducks, and also us.
That brings up actually another idea. You can all go on holiday together if you stay in the same instance. However, one person can be in one setting, seeing it happen one way, and another person can be a different. So, like, I want to do the sci-fi one, and you want to do the fantasy one, but we're going through it together and just seeing it differently.
Oh, so when you shoot your blaster, from my perspective, you're firing a bow and arrow.
Or like a magic blast or something. Yeah. Although to avoid overlapping with RPGs too much, I'm assuming less sort of not competition, less like conflict and more relaxing, right?
Yeah, your pitch was holidays, right?
So when I see a dragon go past, you see a spaceship go past. Yeah, and also you can just have activities set up for you. Forget dying because you failed at what's the time now, Mr. Wolf. You can have a fun activity that you enjoy with your friends, but it's on the moon. You can play golf on the moon. Wait, no, golf is boring.
On the moon,
you can play
Golf on the moon's like the reason people don't like golf is
it's not on the moon.
Manifold, but like
yeah.
It's the big use of land is the thing for a lot of people. It's like, let's just do it on the moon.
Well, also like it's boring, but when you lose the gravity, it gets exciting again. Maybe like when it lowered the gravity, it becomes interesting.
Can you hit your ball at exactly escape velocity such that it just falls like satellites are constantly falling around the planet? Can you get your golf ball in orbit around the moon?
Oh, one of the holes is on the Earth.
Oh, hit it from them. That takes like
that's a while.
That takes like a few weeks to get there. You don't. You've got to account for the rotation of the Earth.
What's par on this course? Yes.
Oh no, the hole was in England and I landed it in Namibia. How do I do that? Oh, it's gonna take me like a million shots from there under Earth gravity.
It's like the last hole is like a driving range where you do a bunch of shots and you get scored based on where it lands, not specifically getting in the hole.
We go far too hard into the golf idea. We simply have to come up with a
anyway, right, sorry. You get to do cool activities with friends in cool locations.
Yeah, like you can drive an F1 car in Silverstone or wherever.
Oh, yeah.
Like you can have the actual experience that you probably wouldn't be able to have like normally because that would be incredibly expensive or like very dangerous.
Or you could drive an F1 car in Mario Kart.
Yeah. And then your friends could say you're cheating.
Yeah.
You have just upgraded a bunch of video games, including like Tabletop Simulator. I want to play board games with my friends in real life, but they're all over the country. How can I do that? Hop into the Matrix.
Yeah, I'm basically just using this as a really fancy VR headset, and that might be a bit small ball, but it feels real.
I mean, it's not just VR because you get the senses. You don't just get the eyes. And also, I can't do VR because migraines, but I can probably do Matrix because
full immersion might work though.
My brain is in the goop.
Yeah, there we go.
An important factor as well here, Jamie, is that because you're pitching it as like a luxury holiday or adventure, you can sell that.
Yeah.
Like, for me, an important factor here is the fact that the Matrix is monetizable once again.
Yes.
Oh,
capitalism.
I've come with two answers that are both monetizable because you can sell university courses and training courses to companies, and you can sell luxury holidays. I have turned into Eddie.
You've done this a couple of like in a few recent episodes. You've been taking over the capitalist role from me, and I'm okay with that.
Can I go back to being a villain now? Wait, can I use it as a torture chamber for my enemies?
Same thing, baby. It's a really good idea, Jamie, but you've missed one very specific trick here, and that is mysteries.
What?
Okay,
What?
yeah.
One of your luxury experiences could kind of be an escape room style thing, but what I'm saying, slightly different from that. Rather than selling like, oh, you could pretend to be Sherlock Holmes for a bit. No, what if we actually solved real life mysteries using the Matrix?
Okay.
Sure.
So, here's a crime we cannot solve. Let us recreate the crime in the Matrix. And therefore figure out...
here's a knife, here's your friend.
Well, hang on. Yeah, I mean, I guess sort of, but more like we don't know how this murder was committed. We know enough about the scene. We have like some video like footage so we can put that into the Matrix and literally walk around it, figure out where the like angles are that we can't see, where the people are, figure out who we need to question, pull them into the Matrix and being like, did you stab this man?
I was going to say, you can actually do the things that they do in all of those CSI programs where they're like, we can back calculate the trajectory of the ballistic spoon that has wedged itself in the plaster. It was clearly thrown by a tiny little man with too much hair as he crawled out from under the bed.
Then pull him into the Matrix, find out where he was.
You're saying you know the exact initial conditions that lead up to a crime, but you can't, without the benefit of the Matrix simulating everyone there, you can't possibly figure out what did the crime.
Actually, it's quite funny. You step into it and you don't know who, like, you've got everything except you don't know the culprit. So you're like, we've got it.
Yeah, well, it's also like you can pull in the elements you do know and then figure out, like, based on what you don't know or what you have, you can actually put in new evidence as you find it or figure it out.
Yeah.
Like, well, okay, so this person was looking this way at this time in a blank spot we don't know about. If we question them, fill in their information, pull that into the Matrix, you build out the scene as you gain new evidence and use that to figure out where you can gain more evidence, for example.
You're doing like the weird Mind Palace thing that
Sorta.
some do where like the detective in the show gets to walk around the scene.
Yeah, but actually, like, good, though.
Yeah.
I think, to be fair, we've hit quite hard on the murder bit, but I think if you wound it down to be like, there is a car accident, and the person that, ostensibly caused the car accident is saying, I was blinded by the sunlight as it came around a hill, you could literally model that exact circumstance to go, were they blinded by sunlight in this one very specific small scenario?
This guy gets it.
Or because it reflected off someone's windscreen or whatever.
You could put them through it again.
We could put anyone through it. That's the point. You can have that sort of like recreating of it doesn't have to be a intended crime. It could be really good for determining whether someone did something by accident or maliciously or negligently.
So you're saying that two lawyers will have their own simulation of the Matrix, each showing like, well, in this case, my client's innocent because, like, obviously they didn't.
I was going to put it
the
more.
Jury could overlay them.
I was more going to put it as like expert witness deployment, but I take your point. Yes, you could have two
I call to the
rival
stand
lawyers.
the Matrix.
Well, yeah, like.
If everyone could plug themselves in, we will now go and experience this together.
Yep.
As you can see, my client was completely innocent when the sun blinded them as they came around the corner.
Wait a minute, you said that wasn't the time. Objection, Your Honor.
He's changed the orbital velocity of the moon by.
All right, instead of going smaller, though, and solving, like, car crashes and things, what if we went bigger and we solved the mystery of Atlantis?
Ooh.
So, based on where people think Atlantis would have been, we create a Matrix simulation of the world with Atlantis in it and see if the world would make sense and continue on its current trajectory were Atlantis to be real. And we can solve once and for all.
I will note we have brought up fantasy settings, so surely you could make it. The Matrix could make Atlantis exist.
Yeah.
Just because it works.
Right, but the point is to solve the mystery. Did Atlantis exist?
What you're saying is we simulate history.
Yes.
We simulate history like two ways, like one with Atlantis, one without Atlantis.
Yeah.
Which one brings us
Okay.
to this current thing where we're now inventing the Matrix and then there's Matrix recursion.
Yeah, it's more like, can Atlantis exist in the world as we know it? So if it did exist in history, does history progress the same way via the Matrix? And if it does, then therefore Atlantis could exist.
This is getting in some existential determinism that might be too
rock the
deep
boat.
for the philosophy degree we're about to get from CompU and this podcast.
I don't know what you're talking about. We can figure out if the moon landing was fake or not. We can simulate a real rocket launch and see if it makes sense to get to the moon in that time.
We've got Kerbal Space Program for that.
We could simulate the Earth being flat and see what the fuck would happen.
Yeah, exactly. We can solve whatever weird mysteries we want.
We could do a Matrix vacation to the ice wall. Yay!
If Antarctica was an ice wall, would that make sense? Hollow Earth? Oh man, we're just solving conspiracy theories at this point, and
Yeah.
and of course, and conspiracy theorists will have no objection once they get into the Matrix and see it for themselves. I'm sure.
Yeah, like I'm sure they won't be able to go like, oh, you didn't account for.
Any of them are on the dev team.
We can figure out if the world is a computer simulation by computer simulating the world and seeing if it makes sense.
Oh dear.
Oh no. Okay, this is completely derailed, but is true nonsense.
I'm a genius.
Perfect.
I'm a genius.
The snake has.
This is how Eddie becomes a conspiracy theorist. Because he's like, you design it in the Matrix to make it work.
I think I'm the opposite of a conspiracy theorist because, like, I believe whatever I'm doing. Hang on. Because I believe in the simulation so much There we go. That's got to be it. We can simulate if aliens existed and they made pyramids. Would that make sense? That's actually a harder one to prove with the Matrix.
If they existed and could, yes, but they didn't.
Yeah, that's actually that's harder to prove with the Matrix. You're right.
I'm gonna put aliens who can make pyramids into my simulation. I wonder if aliens with pyramids exist.
Or maybe they make them too pointy, and then we're like, oh, okay, it's obviously too perfect.
They don't make, like the same scale.
If the government was lizard men, no, it's not worth it. It's not worth it.
So I think we're onto something with this simulation, and I think what we really need is some science. Because obviously there are certain things that we need to do in science that ethics boards are like, no, maybe not this one. This one's a bit evil. But if we simulate it, it's all fake people, then we can do some really unethical science that will teach us a lot.
Okay.
You can remove the ethics from unethical science.
Yeah, we remove the ethics from unethical science. You got it in one.
I did not expect us to get so philosophical. If they're fake people, is it still unethical to submit them to torture?
And we can do that. We could look at that. The ethics board will look at that. The philosophers will have their fun there. They will obviously conclude that, yes, it is ethical. And then we can move on
because
to...
they like being able to do it, so they conclude that it is ethical, so they can keep doing cool experiments.
Exactly.
Is it fake people if it's the Matrix?
This is the philosophy that the philosophers will get into in the ethics board. They'll come out with the answer yes.
The Matrix has NPCs.
Yeah, because
so like you could do it to NPCs.
Yeah, exactly. It's the NPCs that we do the things to. We do like mass population experiments on the NPCs.
Right.
Which is fine.
Okay.
And good. Don't worry about it.
So it's interesting because you could do stuff where it's like you're technically studying a person and what they would do to ostensibly real people.
Oh, yeah.
But that is the only type of experiment because the only person you can really experiment on is the person you've added to the Matrix. Because anyone else isn't actually a person. It's what you've programmed to do.
They're a simulated person.
Yeah.
And we simulate them accurately enough that we can do those kinds of experiments on.
Okay.
We run enough people through the Matrix to get good human data, and then we can make a bunch of fake AI people.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
No.
So there's an extreme variation of that, which means we could actually work out several different drugs to be used in the real world, which would then cure a wide variety of different conditions because you've got a fake, perfectly realized human body. You can shove through whatever drug you like.
Exactly.
And it will do horrendous things to several of them.
Until we find the ones that work.
But then you're fine because that was all fake. Yeah.
Oops, we gave them all placebos.
You can generate like infinite people and therefore have the ability to have a control group that you might not have. Like certain very rare things in the real world you don't have control groups for because there aren't enough people with the condition to use as a control group while you're doing your experiments. So you can just simulate them. Wait, Alex, you can wrap back in your previous idea. If you want to make sure it's real people and you want to do like the sort of psychological experiments on them, the ones that are the really unethical ones, where you're like submitting someone to blank for however long, you can bring in the Squid Game idea where people who are desperate enough in the real world go into the Matrix to do it, and so it can't do any physical harm to them, but they are actually still there.
Welcome to the Stanford prison game.
Yeah. Oh, and then you can televise it.
The Matrix prison experiment.
It is feeling very much like... Because I must admit, when you started that, I was like, okay, you're trying to do a Fallout Vault-esque scenario.
Such a good example.
Where you take people and you do those experiments, and because of Jamie's, you can spend 10,000 hours in a fraction of a second, you will get the reproduction of all of those things with the same number of people. It's like, okay, you've gone through a week worth of testing. We will put you through 7 volts of a lifetime. And apparently that doesn't mentally impact people, by the way.
It probably does.
Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry about mental health.
No, the Matrix can wipe people's memory, right? So does that remove the ethics if they don't remember they were in the experiments and therefore aren't traumatized by them? Is that how that works?
This feels like the ethics questions do bear shits in woods, and I'm very confused by it.
We can find out if wiping people's memory solves trauma by putting people through some heinous shit and then wiping their memory.
No.
That's experiment number 1. We have to do it to find out if this is a viable option for the Matrix, unfortunately.
Actually, wait, I don't know whether this is a mystery or an experiment, but we could finally find out if trees falling over makes noise.
What? When no one's listening?
When no one's around. Yeah.
Well, surely if we live in a simulation, the answer is no, because that's an easy optimization. If we don't live in a simulation, the answer is yes.
Good point.
So simulating it on this specific instance is not what we want.
Good point, yeah.
There's also like a real, because you have to do it, but what I'm trying to get to here is this is why Agent Smith is so fucked up, basically, because maybe this is the original iteration of the Matrix, and they experimented so much on Agent Smith that this is like what came out of that.
Oh, he's like, humans suck.
What if we made a man so stressed?
So maybe this is the one thing that you absolutely cannot do with the Matrix, because they already did it, and it was bad.
Sends a person completely insane that they can't. The only thing they can do is whisper it in people's ears. It's the smell, and that's it. That's all they can do.
And rub their sweat into them. Yeah.
Ooh. They do gain a weird level of omnipotence, though. It's not true omnipotence, but pretty good.
Yeah.
It's the trade-off you get for going through the heinous shit.
Yeah.
You can bring in so many things into this, because like the fancy thing, you could test what it would be like to be a werewolf. You could do the void thing I said for the holidays. You could see how if someone spends an entire year in complete blankness, what does that do to them? So many of these ideas can be turned into horrific experiments.
I think Vsauce did that for like 3 days once and got really kind of messed, not like permanently, but did need a few days to unmess up himself.
Yes.
What if they never have anyone ever?
Oh God.
I love ethics.
Right, okay. Before my own marbles begin dribbling on the floor like
Too late
a
for that,
sad
baby.
bowl of Maltesers. Right, okay. 6 options, 1 choice. Golly.
6 pills. Do you want the red pill or the blue pill or the green pill or the yellow pill?
The U pill, the VR pill, the RPG pill, the mystery pill. Oh.
So the one I'm actually going to go for is going to be the one that I think was the most unique way of taking the experience of what the simulation can do and try and apply it in a different way to the ones that everyone else has done. I really like the idea of solving mysteries and solving crimes by recreating the environment within the simulation. I really like that idea, so congratulations, Eddie.
Hey, a fellow conspiracy theorist.
and framing people by simulating them into the situation doing the murder. Yes, got it.
Right, so...
we didn't say that. We didn't say that explicitly.
Right, okay, so... oh, golly. So I forgot I had to get the price. Hang on a minute. I just need to... Okay, right. I've managed to find Bear's pill box. Let's have a see. There's some... there's lots of colours in here. So we're just going to pick Tuesday. You can have Tuesday. It at least contains a blue pill.
Great! I get the blue pill!
Wait, Bear's on estrogen?
What?
Oh no, that's just a random jelly bean.
Oh yeah, no. There's also a jelly baby in here as well.
Bubblegum flavour.
So my prize is a choice of, do I want the blue pill?
Or a jelly baby.
Or whatever this blue pill-like object is.
Yeah.
Brilliant, thank you very much. I'll see you all in Atlantis, I guess.
Well, we're going to get to unethical science.
Hang on, we didn't say that. We didn't say that explicitly. Thanks for listening, Anonymous Data Point. I know everyone tells you this, but as a tiny independent outlet, we really do need your support. So if you've enjoyed this stupid episode, please subscribe on whichever platform you're listening on. If you're feeling extra generous, you could rate and review us on Apple and Spotify. 5 stars, please. Or more importantly, you could recommend this show to a friend. Regardless of whether you do any of that, we really appreciate your listenership, and we look forward to seeing you in the next episode. Well, you'll see us anyway. I mean, not see exactly. Nah, you get the idea.
Right, I've got timers up. Oh, my time is exact.
Holy shit.
I'm slightly ahead.
So if it's exact, isn't that even weirder?
No, your computer clock. Yeah, the time that is should be consistent. It's that it compares it to your computer's clock.
So I've now read it. Your time is
Eddie,
exact.
I'm going to apologise. I pressed stop recording when I turned my fan on.
Right. So you're done.
Which was about 2 minutes ago.
You fool!
I remember how to do this because we've podcasted so much.
Okay. Well, you got a front end to
everyone
load
else
up
can.
with, but
all right.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah,
hope we can figure that out. Well, the rest of us should get time is up and clap at least.
Okay, prepped and ready.
All right. Let's clap at 29. Let's
Go you.
Yeah. Oh, that's a little early, Bolo.
Oh, sorry. Can we do that clap again? Because my clap was real shit.
Oh, crap. I stopped my recording after the clap.
Well,
Hilarious. Okay,
Paul,
fine.
looks like me and you are clapping. I'll sync up with Jamie, and then I'll sync up with you again later.
This one was okay.
I've got so many syncs. I can't believe we fucked up the podcasting bit of the episode, or not the episode bit of the podcast.
So there is technically a spike. It's just not a big spike. You will be able to spot
We'll clap
it.
again, Paul. We'll clap again. Okay, let's clap at like 3 seconds.
I've already, now I've paused
Now
the
you stop.
recording now.
Now you stop.
We have a spike.
This will all be
It'll
on the
work.
Craig
It'll be
backup
fine.
for the outro if we want to.
Part of me is like, should I just clap again for the shits and giggles? No, because it'll fuck me up. I'm going to hit stop now. Can't believe you've done this to me.